Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Hello and welcome to my channel. So today is December daily, and that is day 10. So December daily Advent 2023. And I actually am having problems with my camera. So let's listen to a little bit more jingle bells until I can get that resolved.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh, dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle.
Okay, it appears technical difficulties have been resolved. I'm just going to get the power cord line out of the way before I actually turn the camera on. Well, it looks good. And here we are. Now, let's just make sure I have the right, that the camera's pointed the right way. It is not. It's upside down. So I think I usually turn it the other way. I've been kind of backwards lately, so close your eyes. We'll turn things around. There. Oh my goodness. That looks much better. And I'm just rechecking the technology and we'll get started. So, oh boy, that was messy when I had to change the camera around. Again, this is December Daily Advent 2023, Day 10. So I wanted to jump right in, but then had all those technical difficulties. The first thing that I wanted to do was I talk about altering boxes a lot. So I got a shipment from Amazon today, and I started to alter this box, and then I thought I should do that on YouTube. So I had to open this box, and right now I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. Tearing off any labels that are lifting up. And then, let me think what type of box this would be if I were to use this. Sometimes I will go like this to reinforce it. Yeah, I think this will just be an open box. Okay, we decided that. So then what I do is I use a ton of glue to secure things. But I don't have the right glue dispenser. Oh yeah, I do. I was thinking I needed something that would flow out rather quickly, and the Tombow will do that. Now, the problem with the Tombow is the Tombow doesn't dry very quickly. So first, we have to prep our box. Now, if your box is just sitting down on like a shelf or something, you probably don't need to prep it very much. But sometimes I will turn my boxes upside down and cut out a side, and so I can like have a shelf on the top and then be able to scoot something in there. Let's actually do something like that, because something like that to me is just a little bit more clever. I wished I had something heavy that was handy. Nope. No, well, maybe that might be heavy enough. I can't really see what I'm doing. My wheel tail's heavy. Oh, it's still popped up. So did that one. All right. We're going to use tape. Just pulling my tape out. And measure a couple strips. It's hard to get everything on camera. You'll see them in just a minute. This is my roll of tape. And I cut 2 strips of tape. Looks like I'm going to need 3. Very windy here in Yuma, Arizona today. We went for a walk. Well, that wasn't a good idea. To go get this package at the office because we're in an RV park. I was surprised that Amazon visited today on Sunday, or delivered, I should say. They're not visiting me. They may think they are because they have to come here so often, but My daughter in Meridian, Idaho, she actually has a little setup outside of her door for Amazon delivery people. Has water bottles in it. Of course, you know, they're warm, but if somebody were super thirsty and they were on a schedule and they didn't have time to stop for a drink or whatever, I guess. No, I thought this all out when I was looking at it. This has a little gem on it. Oh well, it's not going to hurt anything. Okay, I need at least 2 more pieces. Anyways, she has water bottles and snacks, like, I don't know, can't remember what I saw. Probably a breakfast bar or something like that. And I was like, you have that for the Amazon delivery person? And she goes, oh yeah, a lot of people do that. But I don't. Many deliveries as I get, if everybody took something, I'd have to add them to my grocery budget. Not seriously, but I'm already paying for chicken feed and horse and donkey snacks because my husband likes to make friends with the animals. He loves watching the chickens. When we first got here, he kept calling them my chickens, and I was the one who was using a Nerf gun or surf blaster or whatever you call them to spray the chickens so they'd stay away, because I didn't want them pooping on the motorcycle or the patio or the lawn furniture, so on and so forth. So then, you know, I would say, oh, there's Sarah with her chicks, or there's Abraham with Sarah and his concubine Hagar, and so he would call them my chickens, and I said, they're not my chickens, I'm trying to keep them away. And he said, but you named them, so they're your chickens. I said, well, I can't say that chicken or that chicken. If I give them a name, then you know which one I'm talking about. Thus is the dialogue between my husband and I. But he loves to watch them. I mean, it's hard not to, because every night at about 5:30, they start to migrate over here. The chickens do. And they graze for a little bit, and then they make their way over to the fence, and they jump the fence, they fly over, or they fly to the top of the fence and then fly back down, and then they eventually, by about 5 minutes to 6, hop into the mulberry tree, and they roost there for the night. Now, until I moved to this RV park, I did not know how well chickens could fly, and I did not ever suspect that they would fly up into a tree and roost there. So I have learned quite a bit from moving here to this RV park in Yuma, Arizona. Alright, now let me just tidy up my area. Now, I did all that to reinforce this because I am going to make this a shelf. So I'm going to go ahead and glue 3 of these flaps down. Yeah, Tombow is not going to let it stay. All right, plan B. Plan B. How about the art glitter? Let's try the art glitter. And the art glitter is not coming out. How about, well, this wasn't upside down, so I know this, ow, isn't going to come out. Yep, that's not going to work. So, we just need more black tape. We need the black tape to hold this down until the glue works. Wished I could get this to work just a little bit. And you say to me, what does this have to do with 2023 December Daily Advent Day 10? This is a good opportunity for you to make that box that Tracy was talking about, to put your ephemera in. So by the way, I am live, which I usually am live, if you catch my video right when it started. And so if you comment in the chat, I will be able to see it. And if you say hi, I can say hi back to you. Trying to keep from messing up this tape. I need more than the two shaky hands that I have. Oh Lord, that would be a terrible video, wouldn't it? With 4 shaky hands to distract you. Okay, I didn't quite get the tape where I wanted it. I wanted it to be flush down here, but it's going to hold that glued flap down so that the glue can do its job. So now we're going to do that with one of the longer flaps. I need to pull off some of this stuff. Okay. This time we're going to use just art glitter. And I should have gotten my tape first. Because we know I'm going to need to use tape again. Sticking that down. Then I'm going to bring my tape over. So what I'm doing to keep the tape from sticking to each other is I'm folding it in half. Now this actually might be an accommodation for me because my hands won't stay still, but it seems to be working to accomplish what I want to accomplish. Now if I could just get the tape to quit sticking to me. Where's my bone folder? And then we're going to turn it over on this side. And we're going to do this side. So let's grab that tape right away. Let's be prepared. Last night I did a video for day 9 and we had just gotten back from a motorcycle ride that was about 100 miles, and I was so exhausted, and I'm calling it wind exhaustion. Of course I didn't sleep well that night, so that might have had something to do with it, but I was so tired. I was yawning during my video, and I was just exhausted. And I actually did my video, went and laid down, fell asleep for a little bit, and then trying to get this where I want it. Okay. Got up, had some chicken noodle soup and crackers and a glass of milk, and went back to bed, fell asleep for a little bit. Then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to go to sleep, and I need to start getting my sleep schedule right. I'm going to put just a, do I need to? I'm going to use the bone folder. Anyway, so I decided to take some Advil PM, or Lead PM, to make sure I did go to sleep for the night. And I don't actually know why I just said that. I was so busy concentrating on trying to get this to stick, and I forgot what my point was. Okay, so now I'm going to take my box cutter . Let's go ahead and plug up the glue before it dries out. Yeah, it was a windy day yesterday. It's a windy day today. So I guess my whole point was that I was very tired yesterday. So now as I said, I'm turning this into a shelf. So I folded 3 sides in, and now I'm going to finish cutting this side off. So I got rid of the flap first, and now I'm getting rid of the side. Cutting as straight as I can. Ow! Didn't feel good. And now I'm going to fold this in again to try and stabilize this, because what usually happens is after I've used one of these box shelves, after a while this will start to sink in. So I'm going to need some more tape. I'll cut a few pieces to be prepared. Now, a lot of times I go off camera because unlike other people who can, you know, hold this up in the air and cut and stuff, a lot of times I bring my hand down on the table to hold my hand still. So, and to do that, that encourages me to go off camera. So that's why I'm maybe not as circumspect as other YouTube video demonstrators, because I try to make accommodations for myself. Alright, so let's put some glue down. I'm not terribly embarrassed to be shaking in front of people because of my tremors, but I'd rather not. My preference is to not make that so obvious. It does bother me to give the impression that I'm shaking because I'm nervous, because I'm not. So, if I were nervous, I would tell you. I would say it. But I'm not. So, okay, let's see if we can get this tape laid down. Bone folder, there it is. I do love this tape for many different applications. I'm going to go ahead and use this piece too. So I will try and remember to put this in the description, the link for this. This is a good time to let you know or remind you if you're a regular subscriber. So I guess a regular viewer is what I meant to say. Anyways, I did sign up to be, what do you call it? I'm still new to it, so I don't really know how to say it. I did sign up to be an Amazon affiliate. And so what that does is gives me the opportunity to make a few coins off of any purchases that someone might do from my link. Now, when I say my link, maybe I should say like my ID, because if you follow a link for, say, this black tape and you purchase it, then I'll make a few coins off of it. As long as you went right to my spot, let's say my shop, and purchased it right from my shop, my Amazon area. And the thing is if you, while you're there, you search for something else and you purchase something else, then I'll also get credit for that. Ow, that silly piece of ephemera, or not ephemera. What is that? I don't know. It's kind of sharp. Oh well, it's not going to cause a problem because this is a shelf and it's going to be like this. So now what I want to do is I want to trim these edges off a little bit more, and then I'm going to start wrapping paper. So I will get into my envelope that has my Tracy Fox papers, Christmas papers in there, the December Daily, and or that other Christmas kit that she had. The name is escaping me right now. Oh, I see the subscriber count went up by one while I was doing this video. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I do appreciate you. I have a full-time job, so I don't need a few pennies from the affiliate sales, or maybe someday if I got enough subscribership, what do they call it? When you monetize your YouTube channel. I'm sorry, I forget what it's called right now. But anyways, it would be nice for when I do get to the point. So I am working on building up a residual income with these things, and they would be a nice supplement to Social Security is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna put a piece of tape there because I don't trust that. Mr. Rooster is making himself known. I think it's very possible that I will be working until the end of my life because I have a great job as a virtual bookkeeper, and I truly do enjoy it. So, like, if some point, if I were in a wheelchair, or I don't know. I mean, my tremors don't stop me from using a keyboard, but say they got worse, I have been just kind of keeping my eyes open for voice activation software. I think there are things like that. But pretty much for me, well, I'm not even going to say it. I don't even want to go there. For the most part, I would be able to work no matter how old I am. Okay, I think that has made this really steady. Has really reinforced this. So now the fun part. Time to decorate it. This is an altered box, and my suggestion is, okay, I went ahead and did this, but this still could be a box for you to put your ephemera in for the Tracy Fox December Daily. Okay, you could leave the flap and decorate the whole thing, or you could still do it just like this and just make this like a tray that your ephemera would go into. Or you could stack your ephemera in there neatly, and then you could put things on the top. Here's my envelope for papers, so let's see what we're going to decorate with. We'll use this piece and this piece. And then we'll probably pull some of these in to decorate it more. See, I've already printed some of these sheets more than once because I really, really, really like this kit and the elements in it. Might take this because that's kind of a big chunk. Oh, that's right. Okay, and we're double-sided, so we can use that. And we might want some coffee dyed. Okay, that's from another kit. Probably Rachel's at Roxy Creations. I don't know. All right, let's start with this. Oh, phooey. Okay, so I'm trying to think what the fastest way is to prepare these papers, because doing this is like watching paint dry. So I will go as fast as I can. I'm not going to need all those papers that I pulled out. And I may end up getting quiet while I'm doing this, and you can just listen to the rooster in the background because he's still going at it. What's funny though is that when I first heard this, I thought of the term dueling banjos or something like that, because you'd hear one rooster close by do his thing, and then you'd hear a rooster that is a little further away and do his thing, and then you'd hear one that's further and further away, and it's so funny. It makes me want to Google rooster communication to see if there's any write-ups about what that's all about. You know, I'm learning all kinds of things about chickens that I never knew. I didn't have an interest in it before, but when you're living in a situation, how do I want to say that? When you're living it, then it does become very interesting to you. So if you've just logged in, I'm talking about chickens. We have, we're in a 55 plus RV park in Yuma, Arizona, and they have lots and lots of chickens that are free ranging in the RV park and neighborhoods around. You see groups of chickens all over the place. And I do have a short video that you could look at, and it is a picture of the chickens. So you might be entertained by looking at my shorts. That didn't sound quite right. My YouTube shorts. That sounded a little bit better. And I thought I would just turn this into a scrap. But there's no need to ruin all the paper, all the images here, just because I want this as a scrap. For like, I'm going to collage this box a bit. Okay, I've got one more, but I'm going to wait and see if I actually need it. I don't think I'm going to need it. I'll have to see if any of the short videos that I've done so far are showing the chickens grazing in our area. We get like, because Jeff, my husband, will throw chickens scratch out there. And I was like, you're ruining all my work to try and keep them out of our area. And he said, I like them. I like watching them. Okay, dear. So this is directional. I think I'll do this like that. Okay. So I'm going to put my glue here. So it's just like wrapping a present at Christmas time. A present that is complicated. So I'm going to grab my smaller scissors, if I can find them. And I'm going to notch, let's see, I'm going to notch right. Maybe not. All right, let's get this first. The Tombow really does do a great job of holding the paper down and sealing it for this when you're doing an altered box. So this is kind of like doing a present. Only I'm using glue instead of tape. And this is going to be an altered box that could be used for your ephemera while doing the December daily. You know, if you don't have any tape and you're wrapping Christmas presents, you could always, if it's a box like this, you could always use glue. This has been very difficult to stay in where the camera can see it, but I'm trying. That looks pretty good. So far, so good. Go away. mine is going to set like this, so that's why I have the direction going that, whoops, going that way. Now I want this directional paper, and I'm going to go this way with that. Does use up a lot of glue. I recently made a couple of fabric baskets and that uses up a lot of glue as well. Okay. Alrighty, it's making progress. Let's square this off. Oh no, that's not big enough. Okay, let's square this off. Yes, that'll be lovely. This is not directional, so I don't have to worry about which way I put it. But I did want it to wrap around a little bit. This is a bone folder that I got from Stampin' Up from when I was a demonstrator, so I've had it for years. Okay. So I guess we just need one little bit right here. One little strip right there. I'm going to put this right there. Now, if I would have had my druthers, I would have made this a box, like Tracy did in one of her previous videos. But I wanted to go to the extra effort of showing folks how these boxes could be turned upside down and used as a shelf. And what's nice about this sort of thing for storage reasons is that you can put stuff here and you can slide things in here. Now, using it like this in a storage area would allow you to use space from here up and there back. But if you use it like this, it allows you to use the space underneath here, and then you can go up as high as your area will allow you. This confines you. If you had a ceiling up here where this hand is, you could only build to about this high where this hand is, and all the space in between there would be wasted. This is from somebody who has done a lot of thought about this sort of thing, because I do live in a travel trailer and I do have an allocated amount of space, a designated and approved amount of space, approved by me, because I want to be able to carry my stuff with me when we travel, because we do live full-time in our travel trailer. And the reality of it is that when we're traveling, the table comes down, the computers get put away, so on and so forth, because this is now a garage and the motorcycle is in here. And so we have to have a considerable amount of space for the motorcycle. It's an absolute. It's like when you move, you wouldn't move without your children. We wouldn't move without our motorcycle. Okay, this one spot now needs some TLC. This, I'm sure, is not long enough. Nope. So, we'll go ahead and grab this piece. I kind of want to do the coffee dye piece. Nah, I'll do this piece. So, all right. I love these. I always say that I love these. Oh, can't see them. These UPCs. I want a whole page of those. Of course, if I'd pay more attention to the packaging when I buy things, I could try to remember to cut the UPCs out, and that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun, Teresa. You need to remember to do that. Trying to think how I want to do this. Yep, let's just wrap it around. Lots of glue. Okay, now it's done. So if you were to look at it from that side, you would see the tree going up. And if you were to look from that side, there's a tree going up and then over the top of the box. So we've got a little bit of embellishment with this graphic for the December Daily Christmas Advent 2023. And what else do we have to make this look lovely? I was going to use this piece and I didn't quite get around to it, but oh my, that would look pretty. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Try and cut straight. I should have used glue sticks so I get right to the edges. This is going to look pretty. Then I'm thinking of just a little bit more to cover up this seam. Let's use glue stick this time. Looks good. Now I don't want to cover that up. So we could do something fun here. Yeah, let's take these little guys. I think these are the 2 French hens. Oh wow, we're over an hour. Sorry, I try not to do that. Okay, let's get this one glued on and call it a day. Remember, at any time, you know, you can always scroll through videos. And the reason why I remind people of that sometimes, when I think to remind them, is because I forget. You know, I may be all of a sudden getting bored with one of my favorite YouTubers, and I'm just like, scroll through it, Teresa. You don't get any points for, well, they do probably, but you know, our time is valuable too. So sometimes you just need to scroll through a video so that you don't lose interest and you find out what it was you wanted to find out. You accomplish what the purpose was for watching this video. I know sometimes I lose focus and I don't get the information that the YouTuber is trying to convey. You know, I did, oh, there was one recently, I can't remember, I of course wouldn't say the name or anything, but she just chatted so much, and she was not prepared. And I'm not saying you always have to be prepared. It's good to be spontaneous sometimes. But every decision was constantly looked at and discussed and everything. And some people love that. But I was having a very low focus day. And I needed to just get to the point. So I had to remind myself, Teresa, scroll through. Instead of lose interest and not find out how she did this lovely piece of ephemera or whatever it may be. Oh, it was a book, it was a journal binding video, and I would have loved to learn how to do it, but I just couldn't follow her. I didn't have the focus to keep listening to all the extras, and so I wasn't able to learn how to do the technique. But there are so many techniques in so little time that I'm not going to belabor the point. So this is a good start to putting this altered box together, that in this case the box is going to be used for a shelf. Now, if ever I decided I wanted to use it for a tray to put things in, like this, then I could repurpose this a bit and put some pictures over this directional paper. So this side would be fine. This side would be fine, except for I need to put another, like I could take another picture and put that there. And of course you wouldn't be able to see any of that. And then I could decorate the inside of this if I wanted to use this for a tray. Okay, so I hope that all of that was interesting or inspirational. Sorry, got a tickle. Okay, I think the tickle's gone. Inspirational. I thank you for taking time to visit my channel. I hope that you'll come back and visit again. I hope that you will hit that like button or the dislike button, whichever one is appropriate. And I love, 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 love to read your comments. So say hello at least, and I'll say hello back. Thanks.